Okay, my dear students, good morning to all of you once again. Okay, I just delivered my last class on connectors, where I talked to you. I discussed before you about the utilization of connectors, and I first told that I would take another class. I told you earlier that I would take another class, and I will conduct the class on conjunctions. So today I am going to present my class on conjunctions and its application. So dear students, for your kind attention, I would like to ask you to have your look at the writings. First, I have you see, as you see here, that connectors, but especially I will do with this thing, as you see here, that conjunctions. So I will go for conjunctions today. And firstly, take a look that I have written something. I have written something here. You see relative pronouns. So relative pronouns are, I think that relative pronouns are very much known to you. You are well known to relative pronouns. In many times, in many cases, in your every pages of your book, especially while studying English second paper, most probably you were getting acquainted with the term relative pronouns. So it is not an uncommon thing, you know. So subordinate adjective, relative clause. My dear students, I have today really I would like to write some things in Bangla so that you can have better understanding from my class. So actually, it is my unintentional act. Actually, I really don't support to use much more Bangla while taking the classes in English. But for our easy understanding, actually I have just used some Bangla so that you can understand it. So subordinate adjective relative clause A, ব্যবহৃত conjunctions. Actually I mean that where I will use this sort of conjunctions. So first you see that just we are going to start first with who. This is you see that the very conjunction. Actually in complex sentence, you will see the conjunction largely. So my dear students, see, you are known to these conjunctions. And what does it mean in Bangla? Je, jini, jara. So who will cover je, jini, jara? আমরা যখন এই হু কনজাংশনটা ব্যবহার করব তখন সেই হুটার অর্থ ওই বাংলা অর্থ অনুসারে ওই সেন্টেন্সে যে যিনি যারা এরকম অর্থ প্রকাশ করবে। আচ্ছা, নেক্সট ইফ উই সি দ্যাট হুইস, যে হুইস কি ক্ষেত্রে ব্যবহার করব? হুইসটা আমরা ব্যবহার করব যেটি যা এরকম যদি অর্থ আসে সেই ক্ষেত্রে আমরা এই হুইস কনজাংশনটা ব্যবহার করব। ওকে, নেক্সট অ্যাজ ইউ সি দ্যাটটা আমরা কার জন্য ব্যবহার করব? দ্যাটটা আমরা ব্যবহার করব যে যা যিনি যারা, যে যা যিনি যারা। সো এতগুলো বাংলা অর্থ অনুসারে, বাংলা বাক্যের অর্থ অনুসারে আমরা এই দ্যাট কনজাংশনটা ব্যবহার করব, যেগুলোর অর্থ আমি যেমন উল্লেখ করেছি, যে যা যিনি যারা এরকম অর্থ প্রকাশ পাবে। সো এটার ফাংশন কি? এটা কোথায় বসবে? মেইন ক্লজের কোনো নাউন বা প্রোনাউনের পর বসে। তো এগুলো আমি যেগুলো উল্লেখ করলাম, হু, হুইস, দ্যাট, এগুলো বসবে মেইন ক্লজের কোনো নাউন বা প্রোনাউনের পর। এবং এটা কি করছে, এর ফাংশন কি? হোয়াট ইজ ইটস ফাংশন? হোয়াট ইজ ইটস ফাংশন? এটা অ্যাডজেক্টিভ ক্লজের সাবজেক্ট হিসেবে ব্যবহৃত হবে। তাহলে এগুলো, এই কনজাংশন গুলো বসছে হচ্ছে কোনো একটা মেইন ক্লজের নাউন বা প্রোনাউনের পর, আর এগুলো ফাংশন কন্টিনিউ করছে হচ্ছে অ্যাডজেক্টিভ ক্লজের সাবজেক্ট হিসেবে। সো মাই ডিয়ার স্টুডেন্ট, সো টেক লুক in my example you see Imran was the student. Imran was the student. So obviously if we go for this is obviously the main clause. So it is really main clause. It is no doubt it's main clause. The Imran was the student. It's main clause. Okay. Here, as you see, the early mentioned conjunction who just is kept here, and just it is going on as the role of adjective clause. So you see, as we have mentioned here, that this conjunction who is that, it will function as a subject of who is adjective clause. So adjective clause এর subject হিসাবে এটা ব্যবহৃত হবে. So if we consider this part as an adjective clause, so who is just contributing here as a subject, you see. So who is acting here as a subject of an adjective clause, you see. So here the function is very much clear. Okay. So main thing is that who is that these sort of conjunctions will be used in a sentence to join two parts, to join the main clause with the adjective clause or subordinate clause, whatever we say. It will be just joined by who, and according to its Bangla meaning, je, jini, jara. So this meaning, if we take a look clearly, Imran was the student who made a good result. So here je, jini, jara. My subject is Imran. So Imran is just identified with the relative pronoun who. If who and Imran, just these are the same things. Who says Imran, here is who. So I think this is very much clear to you. এটা বোঝা গেছে যে ইমরানটাই এখানে হু এর মধ্যে রয়ে গেছে. সো ইমরানের কথাটাই এখানে হু দিয়ে আমার অ্যাডজেক্টিভ ক্লজের সাথে এই মেইন ক্লজটাকে কি করেছি, we have just got it connected in this way. Okay, my dear students. Now, if I draw your attention to the next one, room. You see room. Okay, whom. What is the Bangla meaning? What is the function of whom here? You see, in Bangla, jake, jaderke. So, what is this? Okay, jake, jaderke. Again, you see, which, jeti, ja. Okay. Then that. Okay, jeti, jake, jaderke. So that is here for Bangla, jeti, jake, jaderke. So my dear students, if you try to understand these things very carefully, I think it is very much easy going to you. Actually, what is main thing here? What is major? Major is that try to concentrate on the writing, try to concentrate on the point, which are very much helpful to you to understand it clearly. So এখানে আমরা যেটা বাংলা অর্থ পেয়েছি, so এটা ফাংশন কি, what is its function? Its function is that as we get here, main clause এর কোনো noun বা pronoun এর পরে বসে. This one and that one, this one that one are very much close to the according to their position. Actually, this one was just put what can I say, after noun or pronoun. This one was also done in the same way. Their position is just after noun or pronoun. So my students, and what's its function? Adjective clause object হিসেবে. So there is a difference. What is the difference between the two? So here its function as an object. Earlier, as we got here, its function was just like a subject. So earlier, who is that, এটা আমরা প্রথমে যখন ব্যবহার করলাম, এটা সাবজেক্টের ভূমিকায় আমরা ব্যবহার করে দেখিয়ে দিয়েছি.
আর এইখানে এসে আমরা আবার হুম, হু ইজ, দ্যাট এগুলোর কথা বললাম, এই কনজাংশনগুলোর কথা বললাম। এগুলো এখানে এসে কি সাবজেক্ট না, they are using rather as an object of an adjective clause. Okay, my dear students, you will be much more clear to have the glimpse over the sentence. You see, I have exemplified here. As you see, Mr. Hamid is a teacher. Mr. Hamid is a teacher whom every student likes very much. You see, whom. I have used here the early mentioned, above mentioned conjunction whom. You see, I have just put it here. Okay. So as you see, Mr. Hamid is a teacher whom every student likes very much. So earlier you see who, it is functioning as a subject. This is the verb, okay? This is the verb. And who is just continuing as a subject and over the verb, okay? It has the authority over the verb. Actually it is performing the action made. So here you see, whom, is it a subject? No, it's not a subject. Rather it is just working as an object of the adjective clause. As you see, the adjective clause, and here subject is early mentioned. Okay, here is an existence of subject. Every student is performing the action, so here every student is a subject. So whom cannot be a subject. Rather it is just used here as an object of the adjective clause, as the subject is available here, every student. So my dear students, I think you also understand it very clearly, as I have given the example. Okay, now my dear students, I am coming with when. You see, when. So when, what can I say? Actually I don't need to use any Bangla to make you understand this thing. I think it is very much easy. So that's why I don't require any kind of Bangla writing here. Now when, it is connected with time, that is, it indicates time. Okay, where, it is also very much a known word to you, and these relative pronouns are very much well known to you. Relative pronouns, where stands for place. Okay, place. Where stands for place. Any place. Okay, so any location. Okay, so in my example, my dear students, as you see, it was winter when we made a journey by boat. Okay, take a look. So it was winter when. So when is indicating time. When winter. So winter. So this winter is kept here. So it is a noun. And after that the connector when is used, conjunction is used here. So when is just suggesting the winter season. So this is the application of when. Okay, my dear students, these are the things as you have got. Okay, where, yes, we can use where also, no problem. Mangoes, Russia. Suppose I am going to give you an example. Russia is the place. Russia is the place. Okay, Russia is the place where mangoes, not only mangoes, I can use here rather, where sweet mangoes, are available. My dear students, you see, just here, I have just written where. So it is another conjunction. So in our complex sentence, where, when, these kind of conjunctions are very much common, very much familiar. So I have used here where. Okay, no problem. So Russia is just mentioned in the very conjunction where. So where stands for Russia. So it is connected with place. This connector, this conjunction is referring the place. Okay, my dear students, you have got the part. I hope it is clear, very much clear to you. Okay, my dear students,
Now you see that another conjunction, you see whose, I have written here whose, যেটার বাংলা হচ্ছে যার যাদের। তাহলে আমরা বাক্যের অর্থ যদি সেখানে যার বা যাদের আসে তাহলে তার জন্য আমরা কি করতে পারবো, আমরা হুজ এই কনজাংশনটা ব্যবহার করতে পারবো। তারপরে আমরা এখানে দেখতে পাচ্ছি হুইস। হুইস কি, যেটির বা যেগুলোর। তো যেটির যেগুলোর কোনো বস্তুর বিষয়ে, কোনো বস্তুর বিষয়ে কারো অধীনস্থ বা কারো ব্যক্তি মালিকানার কোনো বিষয়, সেটা যদি আমরা ব্যবহার করতে যাই, কোনো কানেক্টর দ্বারা যদি সেটা এক্সপ্রেস করতে যাই, তাহলে আমরা সেই জায়গায় হুইসটা ব্যবহার করতে পারবো। অর্থাৎ এখানে আমি যেটা উল্লেখ করেছি, ব্যক্তির মালিকানাধীন কিছু বোঝাতে অ্যান্টিসিডেন্টের পরে হুজ প্লাস নাউন বসে। অ্যান্টিসিডেন্ট মিনস পূর্ব ঘটনা বা পূর্বের যে বর্ণনা, পূর্বের যে কথাগুলো, সেগুলোকে আমরা অ্যান্টিসিডেন্ট হিসেবে এখানে রেখে গেছি। তো এগুলো থাকলে যদি সেটা ব্যক্তি হয় তাহলে তার জন্য আমি এটা পজিটিভ সেন্সে আমরা ব্যবহার করব, পজিটিভ সেন্সের জন্য, পজিটিভ ইউটিলাইজেশনের জন্য। যেটা ব্যক্তির যদি হয় আমরা তার জন্য যার বা যাদের ব্যবহার করতে পারবো। আর যদি সেটা বস্তুবাচক কোনো বিষয় হয় তাহলে সেটার জন্য আমরা কনজাংশন ব্যবহার করব ইংরেজিতে হুইচ, যেটা বাংলা দ্বারা হচ্ছে যেটির বা যেগুলোর। তো এখন my dear students, I have just made an example for you. If you take a look, you will understand that actually how these conjunctions are used in sentences. So see, this is Tasin whose book was lost yesterday. You see here the antecedent, actually this is Tasin, and this conjunction, the very conjunction whose you see, and the rest of the sentence, the rest part is added. Book was lost yesterday. So you see this is connected with whose. Whose, just it is bearing the positive sense of Tasin and the antecedent. Okay, yes, now I think it is very much clear that how the conjunction whose is contributing here. In the same way we can do the thing with the help of which. If something is materialistics here, then we can utilize which. So this is the thing as I have just shown before you. Okay, now we will go for subordinate adverbial clause. Subordinate adverbial clause, যেটা আমার বড় বাক্যের মধ্যে যেটা সাবঅর্ডিনেট ক্লজ হিসেবে থাকবে, সাবঅর্ডিনেট অ্যাডভার্বিয়াল ক্লজ হিসেবে থাকবে, সেগুলোর ক্ষেত্রে আমি কোন কনজাংশনস গুলো ব্যবহার করব এখানে সেটা সম্পর্কে বলা হয়েছে। এখানে কনজাংশন ব্যবহৃত হবে কোনগুলো, যে এখানে আমি আবার কি করছি, এগুলোকে আমি আলাদা করে আবার দেখিয়েছি। তো আমার আলোচনার সুবিধার্থে আমি এই বিষয়গুলো একটা একটা করে সাজিয়েছি। এখানে প্রথমে যেটা আমি উল্লেখ করেছি যে কোনো কারণ দেখাতে আমরা যে ধরনের কানেক্টরস গুলো ব্যবহার করে থাকি সেগুলো সম্পর্কে আমি বলেছি। টু ইন্ডিকেট রিজন, যে কারণ নির্দেশ করতে আমি কি করছি, বিকজ, অ্যাজ, সিন্স, এই জাতীয় কনজাংশনস গুলো আমরা বাক্যে ব্যবহার করছি। আমার এক্সাম্পলটা আমরা যদি একটু ফলো করি, জাস্ট টেক এ লুক। হি স্টেইড হোম as there was a fear of COVID-19 around the outside of home. So many students, you see the example is here that he stayed home. He stayed home. Why? Why? Is there any specific reason for him being stayed home? Is there any reason? Is there any cause why he stayed at home? Stayed home. Okay, take a look. Yes, there is a reason. What is the reason? There was a fear of COVID-19. It is the reason. It is the reason for what? For what? For his staying home. Okay, he stayed home. This is an action, and this action is caused for this effect or this reason. This reason is responsible for doing this thing. And what is the part of conjunction here? As it is reasonable, it is reasonable statement. So as is here to connect this main clause with this subordinate clause. So as is just here to connect this part with that part. So as is the reason expressing conjunction here. So as is contributing here to join the two parts all together. Okay, my dear students.
Number second, as I have mentioned here, to indicate concession. স্বীকৃতি অর্থে কোনো একটা জিনিসকে আমরা কি করছি, অ্যাপ্রুভ করছি, বা তার সম্পর্কে আমরা কি করছি, তার সম্পর্কে আমরা অ্যাকনলেজমেন্ট দিচ্ছি। সেসব ক্ষেত্রে আমরা এখানে কানেক্টর ব্যবহার করব দো অলদো। এটা কমপ্লেক্স সেন্টেন্সে আমরা পেয়ে থাকি। ইন ম্যাক্সিমাম কেসেস উই সি দি uses of this conjunction, of these very conjunction in complex sentences. As we go through, we will get it available in our complex sentences. Okay, my dear students. So here is your example. Though she is beautiful, she was lazy. So here is an acknowledgement. What is this here? What kind of acknowledgement is here? So with the help of the connector though, we have joined two clauses. So one is independent clause and another is subordinate clause. As you see the subordinate clause, jodio, though jodio, its meaning, Bangla meaning jodio, though she is beautiful, she was lazy. Jodio she shundori, she অলস. So in my complex sentence you see how I manage the situation with the help of the conjunction though or although. So this is of course complex sentence conjunctions, complex sentence connected conjunctions. My dear students, next I will show that to indicate condition, that is the conjunctions will be here if or unless. Of course, obviously in complex sentences we will also see these conjunctions if or unless. This is positive conditional conjunction and this is negative conditional conjunctions. So in my example you will get it more specifically, more clearly. As you see here, if you come I will help you. My dear student, here is a condition that you come. If you come, this is the condition, and what will be happened? I will help you. So with the help of the conjunction if, I have just written here a subordinate clause, and now it is the principal, it is the independent clause, it is the principal clause. Okay, so condition is that if you just ensure you're coming, then I will help you. This is the condition. So if you come, I will help you. So here is the application of the conjunction if, and it is a complex sentence. Okay, just as I told you before that unless is the negative conditional conjunction. So unless, in case of unless, you see, unless you can solve it, you will suffer a lot. So this is the subordinate clause. You see, unless you solve it, this part is subordinate, and you will suffer a lot. This is independent. It is not subordinate. It is independent, and it is really active, and just it is independent to express its meaning, as it doesn't depend on that part, but that part obviously depends on this part. So dependent and independent. So this is subordinate and this is independent clause. Okay, in case of complex sentence we will use this conjunction unless. Dear students, you see adverbial clause of comparison, that is degree. We do this common item every now and then. We have done a lot of about degree comparison, that is positive, comparative, superlative. We have done a lot of things. Okay, and in that sense you will be very much familiar with this word or phrases that so as dot as, very common phrases you see. So here is the application of the very phrases so dot as, and another is then. Okay, this is the conjunction which we use in case of comparison or in degree changes. Okay, dear students, you see I have just given an example here. He is as wise as Hassan. You see, he is as wise as Hassan. So here I have just indicated as dot here wise, the very word will be in my gap, and another just word you see as. So as dot dot as. This very much uses is ensured in comparison or in degree changes. Whenever we go for positive degree, then we will get acquainted with these words and phrases, that as dot dot as. Okay, the students, in my second sentence here under degree changes, so Salam is taller than, you see the application of then conjunction is ensured here. So then is here as a conjunction, we are just using here then. So we are comparing with whom? Okay, Salam is compared here with Hassan. So two persons are compared with the help of the conjunction then. Okay, dear students, in this way just I have managed the situation, and you are very much, I think, easy to understand and pick it up. Okay, dear students. Now the next thing, that to indicate purpose. Okay, purpose. Purpose. I have. What can I say? That is, I have an aim, or I have a goal to do a thing. There is a specific ambition, or there is a target. Okay, to do one thing. Okay, dear, you see that in my just here the conjunction will be so that, in order that, or list. You see here so that in order that, or list. Then if we go for the example, it will be more clear to you. That you see that he read hard so that he could make a good result. Okay, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of his reading hard? If I just ask you simply, okay, my dear students, why did he read hard? If I just simply ask you, why did he read hard? Then you would answer me that of course there is an aim. What is the aim? What is the target? What is the purpose? Okay, then you could answer me that he could make a good result. So he could make a good result. This is the purpose. This is the purpose after his reading hard. Okay, my dear students, you have understood that with the help of the early mentioned conjunction, so that is just fixed here, and it is very much appropriate to match this part with that part with the help of the conjunction, so that. Okay, then after that we'll go for to indicate result. It is connected with result. There might be some result or some outcomes after using this kind of conjunctions. Okay, my dear students, you see, he is so ill that he can't move. Okay, result. Why? So he is so ill. This is the early mentioned sentence. He is so ill. Okay, due to his illness, what is happening as a result? Because he is so ill. Okay, he is so ill. This is the incident. Okay, and what is the next happening? That he can't move. This is the result. So this is clearly indicating the result of his being ill. Okay, my dear students. So how did I do this thing? With the help of that. So that. So here you see very clearly so, and in case of here the very word ill, and finally I just add here that. So that. So I have just done it in this situation. So these things are used in complex sentences, no doubt. This is also we can use in complex sentence. Okay, dear students. Just now take a look, coordinating conjunctions. So my dear students, about coordinating conjunctions, you see, just I have written compound sentence. So compound sentence, you know what is compound sentence. Compound sentence, that is when two coordinating clauses are joined with the help of coordinating conjunctions, then it is called a compound sentence. So my students, you have understood what is compound sentence, what compound sentence is called. Okay, my students. First, for better understanding, I have mentioned the very common conjunction, as you see here, and. Why and? Why we are using and? Of course, there is a specific reasons. Why we are using and for compound sentence. So my students, you see, two positive ideas or statement are joined. Okay, why we are using an? We are using an to join two positive ideas or statements. This is okay. We are using when two positive ideas or statements are joined, then we are using and. In my example, you see that Meherin was a good student. It is a clause. You see, it is a clause. Okay. Here is the conjunction and lastly you see she made a nice result. So two clauses. You see, my dear students, there are two clauses. One clause, Meherin was a good student. It is a clause. Okay. And another clause is she made a nice result. So okay, what has happened here? With the help of and, we are joining the two clauses together. We are joining the two clauses together. So they are this part and that part. Both are coordinating clauses. They are joined with the help of conjunction and. Okay, my dear students. Now we will discuss about but. So but, why we will use but conjunction? Okay, there is a reason. Reason is that two contrasting ideas. Earlier it was positive, that is equal, but now it is different. It is contrasting. Okay, in case of and we see positive and equal, but in case of but now it is not equal, not positive. That is, it is contrasting. If one is positive, then another is negative. So when the contradictory things are joined, then we are using but, the very conjunction but. Okay, take a look at the example. Okay, I wanted to share it with Rana. Here is a clause. I wanted to share it with Rana. This is a clause. Clear clause. Okay. Another clause, he did not respond. Okay. My first clause is very much positive, you see. My first clause is very much positive. That I am intended to do a thing. Okay, this is positive. But what do we see on the other hand? Actually, he did not respond. So there is a contrast. There is a positive negative incident. So if the incident one is positive, one is negative, then of course we cannot use here and but. We cannot use here and but. My dear students, we of course will have to use but, the very conjunction. We cannot use here and or any other things because the ideas are very much contradictory. Okay. Now I will go for or. You see or. So why will use or? Of course it has some reasons. What are these? Okay. Two alternative positive statements or proposal are joined. So when we are joining two alternative positive statements or proposals, then we will pick or to join two parts. Okay. In my example, you see, in the same way, you will help me, or I will do it alone. So here is a clause, okay, the conjunction or, and here is another clause. So two clauses are joined with the help of or. Why? When there is an urgency to join two alternative positive statements or proposals. In that sense, we can use here or. Dear students, now the negative word nor. Okay, why not? Of course, two negative proposals or statements are connected. So earlier or, in case of or, two statements were positive. Okay, now these statements are not positive, rather very negative. Two negative proposals. Both are negative proposals. Okay, what? Just if you take a look in the example, it will be clear. You did not talk, nor did you call. Both are negative. So, first, you did not call. Okay. You did not talk first. Okay. Nor did you call. That is in Bangla. তুমি কথা বলো না, ফোনও করো না. তুমি কথাও বলো না, ফোনও করো না। সো এই এই পার্টটাও হচ্ছে, এই ক্লজটুকু আমার হচ্ছে নেগেটিভ, আর নটের হেল্পে আমার এইটুকুও নেগেটিভ হয়ে গেছে। সো এটা বোথ নেগেটিভ proposals are connected with the help of the conjunction not. So my dear students, I think it is clear. Okay, now it is about yet. Why it is about yet? Okay, to connect a surprising statement or expression. Whenever we will see something little bit surprising or astounding, then we use this kind of conjunction to join two clauses. Okay, how is it ensured? Okay, let me check this thing. Okay, let us check, not let me or myself. You are the watchers, you are also watching me, so let us check. Okay, this thing, the mass was exciting, the mass was exciting, this is a clause, the mass was exciting. Okay, now you see the early mentioned conjunction, that yet. Okay, yet you could not help enjoying it, you could not help enjoying it. So first is that mass was exciting, this is very normal expression. Okay, it is normal expression, the mass was exciting. Okay, what is surprising? Surprising thing is that you could not help enjoying it. So there is a certainty, there is a guarantee, there is a confirmation. What kind of confirmation? Just the mass was so much exciting that you could not help enjoying it. So there was no alternative, but you could enjoy it. So this is the happening as we have ensured here with the help of the conjunction yet. So my dear students, now I will talk to you about paired conjunctions and their uses. Okay, paired conjunctions. Paired means, paired. Okay, you see two fingers, so two, what does it mean? Okay, double paired conjunctions, that is জোড়া conjunction. আমরা কি দেখতে পাই, দেখি। So paired conjunctions, my dear students, you see that either ... or, so why two alternative statements are joined. So when either ... when two alternative statements are joined, in that case we will use either ... or. Okay, in my example you see, either you will come or I will go to you. Either you will come, you see the application of the conjunction either. Okay, then you see or, and in middle ... in case of ... there are some words or phrases. You will come, these are the words in the gaps, and one is either and another is or. So what is happening? Two alternative statements. So this one will be happened or that one will be happened. So in this situation we can use this kind of conjunction. Okay, now I will go for negative statements are joined. Okay, when neither ... nor. Okay, these are the paired negative conjunctions. Okay, two negative statements are joined. So when we will use this neither ... nor, when we will use this? Okay, when two negative statements are joined. Okay, in my example you see, she can neither write nor read. You see that I have used just one word neither and ... then I have used nor. So neither nor just ensured to join the clauses. Okay, dear students, you have understood. Okay, my dear students, now I am going for today's last conjunction. You see, as you see here, not only ... but also. My dear student, I think that this word, these phrases is very common and very much daily to you. It's very much daily to you. Okay, I can just imagine myself that you cannot spend a day without seeing these phrases, these words. So this is very over familiar to you, with you. Okay, my dear students, you see, I have mentioned the Bangla just to make you understand it more clearly. Take a look. এখানে আমি যেটা বলতে চাইছি যে নট অনলি বাট অলসো এই বিষয়টা আমরা কেমন ক্ষেত্রে ব্যবহার করব। এখানে এসে আমরা যেটা দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে একটি বক্তব্যের স্বীকৃতি দিয়ে আরেকটি বক্তব্য পেশ করা বা একই ব্যক্তি বা বস্তু সম্পর্কে একাধিক বৈশিষ্ট্য তুলে ধরতে আমরা এই নট অনলি বাট অলসো এই কনজাংশনটা ব্যবহার করে থাকি। দেখো বিষয়টা হচ্ছে যে আমরা একটা ব্যক্তি সম্পর্কে বা একটা বস্তু সম্পর্কে একটা কথা বলা হয়েছে, বলার পরই সেই ব্যক্তি বা বস্তু সম্পর্কে অ্যাডিশনালি আরো কিছু বলতে চাচ্ছি, তখন আমরা এখানে দুইটা বস্তু সম্পর্কে ব্যক্তি সম্পর্কে আমরা দুইটা কথা যোগ করতে চাচ্ছি, তখন আমরা এসব ক্ষেত্রে এসে নট অনলি বাট অলসো এই ওয়ার্ডস ফ্রেজেস আমরা ব্যবহার করি। সো মাই ডিয়ার স্টুডেন্টস, that is why I am just telling you several times this is very much common and it is not for you. So in my example, as I have mentioned here, my students, my dear lovely students, she is not only beautiful but also talented. She is not only beautiful but also talented. Okay, dear students, you see that okay, about subject is she. So about subject there is an approval. There is an approval. First approval, she is beautiful. This is first approval. How she is. So first approval, she is beautiful. Okay. What is second approval? Second approval, talented. So two approval. First beautiful, second talented. So about whom? Okay. About she. So she is, with the help of conjunction, she is not only beautiful, but also talented. So my dear students, you have got it, I think, very clear that we have given two certificate. Okay, we have given two approvals. She is not only beautiful but also talented and beautiful. We have given two approval about the subject. So in this case we use the very conjunction not only but also. So my dear students, today I have tried my best to give you in my class. I know this is not real classes, as you see that my every bench is empty. There is no student here. All the benches are very much empty. There is no student here. Huh? All the benches are empty, and we are just trying here to do this thing. Just to me, I know that everybody will agree with me that a fish cannot live without water. A fish can never live without water. So a teacher can not also live without students. We all expect that the golden days, the early bright days will come back to us again, and we will get our institution full to the brim with your sportive and spontaneous presence. I wish you good luck, and all the time be safe, be happy. Take care.